When we open up our Bibles to Genesis chapter 1 verse 29, it says there, "And God said, See, I have given you every herb that yields seed, which is on the face of all the earth, and every tree whose fruit yields seed, to you it shall be for food." This we learn a very important principle of life, that God has ordained that every fruit or every blessing that He gives you, there is a seed in that blessing. Here we see God is saying, I've given you that fruit, I've given you that herb, but in that fruit, which you will consume, you will eat of that fruit, but in it is a seed. And that seed, we know what happens, right? You plant that seed and then you will begin to get fruit of that seed. That means there is potential for that fruit that God has blessed you with. Because of that seed that is in it, there is potential for it to multiply and grow in your life. But the biggest mistake we do is we eat of that fruit, we forget to plant that seed. We forget to sow that seed. The same way in our lives, God blesses us abundantly. But we need to understand, in that blessing, God has kept a seed. God has kept a very important principle, that when we begin to understand that there is seed in that blessing, we take that seed and we plant it. And then what happens is we begin to experience a multiplication of blessings that just keeps growing more and more. That's where we understand the principle of giving. Giving is not just that bag that's passed around or that envelope that you fill in your tithes. No. It's about understanding that important principle, that fruit, that blessing, that herb that God has blessed you with, that abundance of that finances that God has blessed you with. There is that seed that is there in that blessing. And you need to take it and plant it. You need to start giving. You need to start releasing that seed so that you would begin to experience the principle of God, where you will begin to see it be fruitful, multiply, and abundance in your life. So next time you see God bless you, God abundantly pouring out things over your life, great. Enjoy that season. Enjoy that abundance. Enjoy that food. Enjoy that blessing, that finances. But remember, in it, there is a seed. You need to let go of that seed. You need to plant that seed so that you will begin to see God multiply it in your life. Remember this important principle of seed in your life. God bless you.